Yes, it's late, we'll be starting soon. In this digital world we croon, for the content we've yet to see, on a weight screen stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a weight screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, they say, but this weight screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep, as you watch half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The weight screen's tail is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense, for the content we've yet to see, on a weight screen stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a weight screen, you know the rest. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser, a colorful jest. It's a weight screen, you know the rest. Patience is a virtue, so they say, but this weight screen's making you sway to a tune only time can keep, as you watch half awake, half asleep. Oh, the seconds tick, but the fun's on hold. The weight screen's tail is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. The weight screen's tail is getting old. But just hang tight, don't click away. The show will start, come what may. Staring at the screen, the colors spin. Just a weight screen, where do I begin? This isn't a show, it's just a delay. Still here you are, you decided to stay. It's not a movie, ain't no special guest. Just a weight screen, not the very best. Yet you're glued, anticipation's high. For grim to start, oh my, yes, it's weight screen. We'll be starting late in this digital world that we create, for the content we've yet to see, on a weight screen stuck in reverie. Don't you worry, soon it will commence. Right now you're here at my expense. Just a teaser.
Haunch. The haunch is where the thrust comes from. Dude, I love how every week our set gets shittier and shittier. Background? Nope. Green screen?
John,
Nope.
we're
Standing
taking
up,
this podcast back to its roots.
taking it offline. This is essentially now. Welcome to Mob Rules. You're every other week, just casual conversation with people who just work far too much.
See, Danny, that was him setting up that he didn't prep the show at all. Just as
buddy,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
prep.
no, I got it. Believe me.
Like,
I've seen this show before, Dickie.
I'll be progress. I got it. I'm building a
Oh,
tank.
you did it.
Really?
Digital content. I can play Warhammer themed video games on my not Xbox, because fuck, who uses Xbox anymore? But yeah, we're here.
We're here.
Either of you gentlemen, were you able to acquire the brand new Assault Terminator FOMO box?
Who? How
Danny,
dare you?
no.
How dare you call me that? No, I did not.
No, I did. I was very excited, and it gets me one.
You
step.
got it?
I ordered it.
Just for one model, though.
No, for all of them.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I get to I'm going for my ultimate goal. The perfect list I crafted for my Liberator Assault group is just 50 Terminators.
Oh.
And gonna
I
do a
don't know
thing.
if that's perfect.
Could I drop 5 of them to take like scouts, assault intercessors, any kind of scoring? Now you could do that, but then you would only have 45 Terminators and then a bunch of scouts. And that sounds like basic bitch moves.
Josh, Josh, you've given me a great idea. Next week, I will have the cardboard background with the Sharpie logo for you. I think that works really well.
You have a cardboard
Awesome.
background?
We're gonna get one because Josh had a great idea. Yeah.
Oh, Joshy Neal.
Yeah.
He has one of those. Gonna play Blood Bowl soon, maybe, when I get around to actually thinking about it. But yeah, so I'm excited to get my FOMO box. They're all great models. I gotta say, I do, as much as I hate unhelmeted Marines, like it's almost an unreasonable hatred I have of people who make Marines unhelmeted.
Yeah.
The half helmets on those Terminators look sick.
Okay.
Where it's just like COVID face masks.
Okay.
Danny, you're anti-mask.
Yeah. Do you think that if they stay at 6 feet that they're still in coherency? Or do you think that like that's you think that maybe they'll die like
It's when you put the mask on, like the half mask on, then they get 6 inches of coherency. Otherwise, they start taking damage. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to collect another meme army that'll get me a 1 and 2 record as a very skilled player and average player will have really good times against me. And then round 3, someone having a pretty bad day is going to have an even worse day, as is tradition with these things. And then also my little jump captain, my Warhammer Day jump captain comes Friday.
Oh man, it's all coming up, John.
It's coming out my bank account,
John.
That's for sure. So yeah, I have sadly just a regular Primaris librarian coming too, not the Terminator one. This was obviously a week before I decided to just go full meme with my army lists.
Okay.
So I got a regular librarian like a chump. Not like you can just paint them blue.
Fair enough. I heard
the regular librarian model is pretty cool. I don't know.
Cool.
Have you built him?
Oh yeah, he's on his way with the jump captain. Ironically, they arrive at the same time, even though
I heard an
Couldn't
interesting
choose the other
rumor
person.
that we're going to be getting a new Ultramarines detachment.
Oh, good. Because if there's anything from the past 2 months of Warhammer, Danny, not enough Space Marine stuff.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Space Marine shit.
There's absolutely so much Space Marine shit this past. We've got new plastic characters for every single Legion chapter.
Yeah.
We've got
those are out now, right?
Yeah.
They're all out now.
You have new detachments for every single chapter. You have Calgar in new clothes. which doesn't get
Oh
rid
yeah,
of
that's not out yet.
Hand slightly down.
hand slightly down, but that doesn't take away Calgar in old clothes. He can either go out in his winter coat or
Our blue steel edition. He just got like a different face.
Where is
Completely
my
different rules?
where is my Calgar in like the Reaver armor?
I don't know.
Holy shit, Dickie! Did you on purposely just decide to make my head massive?
Yeah.
Good
well,
Lord!
No, John, that's
Uh,
just how it looks.
That's just how you're. It's just how it looks. I figured since we're not doing anything meaningful, we should play a game. We should play a game.
We should probably also talk about real quick. I know I sent it over to Mikey as like a really interesting thing, but also want to get your guys' take on a small scandal that came out of the very popular WoW run and scandal for UKTC.
Oh, yeah.
About well, actually, let me pull this up here. You find the old Reddit post.
Oh, did you want to send it to me and I'll throw it up?
Yeah, it's in the chat. Like it's
in the chat.
Guys, we're well-oiled, prepared machine.
Very.
It's
thrilling, really, to see this is how the sausage is made, folks.
This sausage sucks.
We are the vegan sausage of Warhammer podcast. Here we go. All right.
This is why it has no spice, guys.
I put it in there, Dickie, for you. I just want to say before Dickie pulls up his Reddit feed, all ads are generated through what the user usually looks at. Just before Dickie pulls up his
a lot of penis enlarging stuff. No. Let me resize it.
Penis and smallening.
It's all about the little wiener.
Just an ice bath.
Okay,
the hell is Farm Merge Valley?
No.
I do like this person's username though. Embarrassed Trash.
Oh.
So this came up in the very level-headed and normal Warhammer competitive community. If you want a place to go when you are a 1-2-2-1 player to share your knowledge of the game, Warhammer Competitive is your place to go. Or if you want to promote a stat check related podcast, also Warhammer Competitive. I think that's the only two things that group does.
They don't make good content, so that's
well, that's why we're here.
Hey,
wait, I got. Here we go.
Yeah.
So is it time for event organizers to publish their yellow card lists? Now, Danny, you're American. Yellow card is a soccer related term where it's like a official warning where 2 yellow cards are a red card, which is an ejection, which in soccer would mean a 1-match suspension, possibly 3-match. In competitive Warhammer, it is a lifetime ban and a leper-like status within the community.
Yeah, it's true.
So hold on, let me just make sure I understand here.
Love it. Yeah.
I just want to make one point here. So, 1 yellow card, no big deal. 2 yellow cards. Okay, you got 2 yellow cards. 3 yellow cards
equals
a red
2
card?
yellow cards equals a red card. At least in soccer. I don't know how it works for Warhammer. I never.
Okay, hold on a second.
So
why is there multiple yellow cards at all? Shouldn't it just be yellow card, red card?
It is. Your second yellow card turns into a red card.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I'm going to keep on weaving and ducking as Dickie tries to resize me and move me around. But this guy says, is it time for event organizers to publish their yellow card lists? So this comes off the back of a friend having one of the most negative gaming experiences I've ever heard about at the Coventry Major this past weekend. Danny, I know you haven't read for it anymore.
Coventry.
What would you say would be the most negative gaming experience you could have?
I mean, I guess if I found my opponent was actively cheating me, like while we were playing.
I was going to say if I was molested during a game, that would probably be the single most negative thing that could happen. But if you want to limit it,
and it depends on the severity of it, I guess, John. In that case, because there could be, there's some vagaries there that we'd have to determine.
You
whether
are
or not.
much more into the integrity of the game than your own body, and I can appreciate that.
I am merely a mortal vessel, John.
Yeah.
He says, without going into the gory details, spoilers, he does go into the gory details. To avoid
Oh, no.
anyone being identified from the story, spoilers, he gives a single detail, which means it's only one of two people. So my friend played a player from a very well-known, top-tier and successful team here in the UK.
Yeah.
Said friend caught them in a game losing mistake and called a judge to make a decision. With the judge on their way to the table, the player from the well-known team says something along the lines of, I'm just going to change the table state to my favor and lie about it when the judge gets here.
Well, that'll do it.
Without proof, the judge couldn't make a fair call either way, so both players ended up being punished, which is frankly absurd. The sheet audacity, which I think is the British way of saying the sheer audacity, from that player to pull that behavior seems wild to me. Anyway, at the end of the tournament, my friend is told by the judge that said player has been officially given a yellow card. I presumed not just for one incident, so as I highly doubt that would have been the only incident of that kind of behavior from this player. Disagree with that a little bit. I don't think that player every single game is going, well, I'm just going to lie to the judge when he comes over, so yeah. And then the UK people are just like, whoa, do that again, that's a yellow card.
The evil genius that you tell your opponent that you're doing that is unbelievable.
This is the world we live in now. We're
in like the audacity, right?
We're in a salty world right now.
Yeah.
England is 6 months ahead of the meta, guys. What tournament is coming up in like April where this is going to happen in the US?
Just lie to me. Don't do it in front of me. Ugh.
Now, he says, all of that is essentially a bit of context to my question. Actually, that is you completely naming this person because they gave them a 0-0 draw was the result. Guess how many 0-0 draws there was over 8 rounds?
0.
And hundreds of players. Yeah. There was 1. So yeah, I think it's that there. But is it time for tournament organizers to publish lists of the players that have been given yellow cards to?
Man, it
or
is.
tag them on BCP for their events in some way. Before I want to get your opinions on this, I do want to point out the slight problems that are with this suggestion. One, tournament organizers in general have a hard time giving a fuck about their own events, never mind other people's. Two, the centralized collection and storage of data it has so many legal ramifications to it that is kind of an issue. And then 3, Danny, we have a mutual friend. We're not going to name him. He did if we just mentioned he was at LVO, there was a couple tournaments up in Fairbanks. I think you played him at BZU one time and you guys drew. We're not going to name Tim. We're just going to keep giving clearer and clearer information about how to find him. But there was time. What this reminds me of is Tim at an LVO was drawn against someone who had a reputation for being a little loose with the rules, shall we say. Remember this incident, Danny?
I do.
And that,
I think there's like several stories about what happened.
Expand on generalized stories about the idea that I'm putting down. It's essentially
I mean there was. Oh, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
No, on you go. Oh,
do you want me to tell this? Do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah, I do. I would love that.
I don't want to tell the story.
And I'm just going to generalize. If you go up to and you know that you're playing a player who's had a yellow card, they've had some kind of known rules infraction.
Yeah.
The Warhammer 40K competitive community is essentially like a digitized version of the burn book from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And so when people go up to play that game before dice is even rolled,
Be told that this guy's
opinions are already formed. You're sitting there going like, this person is going to cheat me, just because 6-7 years ago, like this thing happened, or maybe they made a mistake. And then it's also the problem I see with this is, regardless of what you think about Warhammer 40K, it is, and Danny, you're going to hate this, and I can't wait to see the discussion coming out of it. It is a subjective game, rules based, for a lot of situations. Would you say a lot of judge calls, decisions?
I think that it's yeah, but that doesn't make the game subjective. I think that there are parts of it that can be subjective.
Okay, I can fuck with that. Parts of the game are subjective. Judge calls by
Because
the way they
like
are.
okay, so not only are potentially rules interpretation subjective, if the judge has to get involved, if this and is wrong, that potentially means it's subjective. But also there are things that are subjective, like how much of a particular model is like covered by a piece of terrain.
Mhm.
Like that can be kind of subjective. You can't math that sometimes. So like I think that part of the game is also fairly subjective.
So let's just say, Danny, 6 years ago, let's say in your hound dog days, we won't tell your wife.
Oh.
You had been seeing your opponent's wife on the side. Or
What?
you had been seeing the tournament organizer's wife on the side. You had a torrid affair,
Okay.
the kinds that Motel 6 had never seen before. Because this
Wow.
was, you were back in school then, and I get it. Shit's expensive.
That sounds like like Dirty Dog Danny. Yeah.
Dirty Dog Danny. We do love ourselves a little bit of Dirty Dog Danny.
Yeah.
And so you do these things. The tournament organizer finds out and comes over, and it's like, I got to put in that. You were late with your list. That's a yellow card, son. Like, I wasn't. Like, yeah, you were. It says it in BCP now. So, like, what are the checks and balances there?
Like, you mean would I argue that?
No, I'm pointing out flaws with this system.
Like why? Okay, you're saying why this yellow card is such a bad idea, right?
Yeah. A public shameless
situations.
terrible idea.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think so. That's why I don't think that. I think there maybe should be an infraction that can lead to yellow card due to like rules errors or something like that, and things like misplaying your list. Like if you do a bunch of these things, like that can do a yellow card. But I do think that people that get yellow carded significantly and that kind of stuff shouldn't be. But people who actually have yellow cards, I think the public should know about it.
So
Okay.
we're treating these people like registered sex offenders. Is that what we're?
Yes.
I won.
Dickie, they need to report quarterly where they live.
I won.
They need to tell you how many games they played that week.
On the Tabletop Battles app, I want a map that shows me the home address of every player with a yellow card infraction.
Oh, my.
How many yellow yellow carders I have living around me?
I want to go
and
to
if
a
I
new
have
area.
any red carders, need to know about that, man.
If I'm like, hey, I really want to go to Paradox Games, like, is that a good place to play? I would check my map and be like, oof, 3 reds around there? I don't think I want to play in that store.
I kind of think that they shouldn't be allowed to live around schools. Because it's bad for the kids to learn from these people who've got a red card.
Oh, of course.
So I think another one of my main concerns about this sort of system here, like I get what this guy's trying to do. It's a feels bad. You're spending thousands of dollars, or if you're 3D printing and making the 3D printer goes burning, you're spending like tens of dollars on armies. So yeah, if you're going in and this is the experience you're having, it's not great. But one, there's no centralized governing body of this. And the reason I see that, I know Games Workshop has come in, Mike Brandt's done Mike Brandt things. Kind of the TOs are all nice big group together. But if a TO makes a bad decision, right? You think this one here, for example, right? Where his friend had the, well, actually, where we have this story of his friend said that someone else said this when no one was around. What's Games Workshop going to do?
Probably nothing.
They're not, but luckily, John, where you live, I believe the people, the tournament organizers on the West Coast, can talk to each other and do confederate and do know who gets yellow cards, and they potentially will all band together and ban people who cheat at their events. Like that happens there all the time.
Yeah. He says here, if this list of yellow card people is made public, I guarantee you'd end up with fewer people on it and fewer issues to deal with. You would end up with that because fewer people, I think, would attend events. So that's another discussion entirely.
Yeah.
So I know personally, if I ended up paired into a yellow carded player, I want to know so that I can keep them in check before something like the above happens that cannot be resolved at the table. Brother, I've been playing this game for a long time. We've been making this shit for about a decade now in this podcast. This is the very first time that someone has had the audacity to try and say, hey, I'm just going to lie when they come to the table. So fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, this is a new kind of evil, actually.
The new kind of evil. This is Coventry now.
I've never heard of that before. That's pretty bad.
So I don't think this is an everyday situation. I appreciate not everyone wants to be in a scenario of potential social conflict. So the other benefit of yellow carded players being highlighted is that once parents are done, players have the chance to raise it with the TO that they would rather not play a yellow carded player. Now, there's an issue there as well. As we see, there was a player that was yellow carded at LVO because he put his team name down as a team he did not want paired into round one.
Yeah.
So now we're going to weaponize the yellow card system. And then imagine that pairing meeting, by the way. Danny, you've run events. Dickie, you've run events.
Yep.
Your round one pairing comes up. I'm paired into Danny. And I'm like, whoa, shit, Danny's got a yellow card. I do not want to play him. You're like, okay, fine. We'll repair. And then they go away. And then say Val comes in and is paired into Danny. And Val's like, woof, I don't want to play Danny. And you're like, but come on, man. Like, oh yeah, like how far down that rabbit hole do you go?
Well, that's the question.
And then so like pairings now take the same amount of time as old school LVO. Because no one wants to play against a guy who did that thing. So there's problems all over the place. I hate that this is a discussion.
Well, like, look, I think something like this, I think there's the potential for some kind of tracking, but also it needs to be for a limited amount of time, like, or events, right? Like,
Right.
if somebody gets a yellow card and then goes into another event and gets another yellow card, I think that that's a bad precedent. But if someone goes to an event, gets a yellow card for a mistake that they make, like, I've gotten a yellow card before, for sure, and because I've reported to a judge when I've cheated unintentionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think, yeah, if I went to the next event and still did that, that would be bad. But if I went to an event and it was fine, like, then that should go away. Like you shouldn't be in purgatory forever because of that.
Now, just hypothetical, Danny, not report that to the his self-report to the judge because he knew he would get a yellow card if he did, which would then do the next event.
Well, yeah, but I would always report myself if I did something wrong.
That's fair. Hypothetical Danny
you would
lawful good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the last giant missing piece of this puzzle is right now competitive 40K has zero rehabilitation system whatsoever. And you can't, to me, institute something like this. This is like societally something be like, hey man, so when people do crimes, we're gonna just send them to prison forever. Like, oh well, what if they get better or they try? No, it's prison. And then you have stupid shit like TJ Lanigan coming out and he's complimenting his bow tie with a GoPro camera.
Yeah,
which
that was a bad idea.
That was as effective as taking my shoes off at an airport. But like that's the length some people feel they have to go to rehabilitate their opinion. That's when security theater on you. Because again, there's
I was
no
going to say take your shoes off at a Warhammer tournament. Heard about people doing that.
I've done that.
Free. Never feet for free. Just imagine Mark Perry's Patreon if he kept the feet locked behind the paywall.
I was gonna say I was pictured beside Mark Perry with no shoes on, but with like both our just gangly feet just sitting there.
John, we made fun of that picture for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. 100%.
I'm pretty sure.
But and then we just had this this situation in Texas when a player came back in, and like this player came back in after serving the ban that was given to him for cheating, right? And now, like I'm not going to say his name; he's a shitlord. It was a crappy thing to do, right? But he was given, this is your punishment. This is the amount of time you're not allowed to be at our events. And he served that time. Right?
Yeah.
And then he came back and everyone lost their shit because he was coming back. So it's kind of like you can't have this level of anal retentiveness about Warhammer tournaments and give no way back in.
I think it's hard, man, because
oh shit, you can see that.
There's definitely players in everyone's community, in my community, that when you get to the table, you see that you're paired into them. You're just like, oh, like you know what? We all have those guys.
Who specifically in your community?
I'm not going to name names, John, because that it would be a mean thing to do. But there's players in the community that when you get paired into them, you're going to be like, fuck, this is not a game that I want to play. Because of these situations. So I understand kind of the initial premise of what this person is saying. Like, let me know, like, especially if you're a new player, let me know.
Here's the kicker.
Yeah.
I've seen my name on BCP. I've seen names of people who don't cheat who I've been like, oh no, I don't want to play this guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's been times at competitive events I've been paired up against a name and I've looked at it and been like, dude, you win. Have a great game. And just walked away because I'm not spending 3 hours of my life in that social interaction.
Yeah. Well, and you're allowed to do that.
Right.
And that's probably the more sane approach to it.
Here, look, I think, where this breaks down, John, is how seriously you think that people should take Warhammer tournaments. Like, because
Bingo.
if you think that they should have like a lot of integrity and that kind of stuff, like I get why people feel like these yellow cards should carry weight and carry with people, and people should be punished for cheating and not playing, with the rules of Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally, unintentionally, there's like that sort of matters a little bit, but I don't think a lot in their mind, right? Or if you think that a Warhammer tournament is just something that you go do and play a bunch of games and like see who can win the event in like just that little nutshell, and it should not carry past that like little experience over the weekend. You know what I mean?
Oh no, like 1,000%. And it's super difficult, but any kind of negative interaction with judges in this game is reacted to with such bile from the community.
Yeah.
Like you've seen it on streams when people have been like, oh yeah, oh shit, he was supposed to be on this objective. And it's like, oh no, you can't do that. He's not on the objective. But the intent, right? But he's not on the objective, so you don't score that. But he could have moved there. By the letter of the rule, you're cheating if you move him onto the objective. Because at no point in that Warhammer book does it say, if you've said my intent was this, it does that. So then does that person get a yellow card? Like the game is too silly to have this. And I'm so sorry, because a lot of people, and the serious tone and the thought that went into this post, a lot of people treat Warhammer very seriously. A lot of people have their livelihoods paid for by Warhammer, but it's a very silly game that's a satire of like a bunch of different shit together. It's almost a burlesque of sci-fi and fantasy.
I think the other issue,
Well, to you, man.
yeah, to other people, it's serious.
No, based on this post, it's only one thing. So I'm going to tell people what that one thing is.
I think the other issue is there's no like our judge system has not evolved to the same level and speed that our player system has.
Not true. The
Yeah.
judges all get free codes now, right?
Yeah, but
They
that
have access to the rules because back in the day,
yeah, but having access to the rules doesn't necessarily mean they're a paragon of understanding those rules.
remember back in the
Codes are
day,
all small.
remember Danny, back in the day when you would have
would those codes be though?
when you have a judge call and your judge would come over and be like, "Can I look at your book?" And you could just be like, "No, dude, use your own." I'm like, I don't have every fucking book.
Um I think I do think, and the coat would be like bright purple too. I think the issue is that judges just aren't probably don't take it as seriously as the player that's whining about it in this article, but also quite honestly, the judges don't necessarily know what the hell they're doing.
Dickie,
As
are
well.
you telling me that one person paid
Mhm.
for in a modicum of store credit that's
Barely,
giving up their entire Saturday and
maybe
Sunday,
not even that.
giving up their entire Saturday and Sunday to listen to grown men try and explain to them sentence structure and word usage about why they get to do a bullshit thing?
Yeah.
Or maybe another thing. I mean, there's no professional training.
There's zero training. We don't have a system like Magic has. We don't have a system at all, to be honest. It's very grassroots, and especially if
Yeah.
we want the game to be taken this seriously as this person wants it to be taken, we need a proper process for judges for sure.
Look, this is just a little mom and pop
Right.
multi-million-dollar international corporation. They can't centralize judging. You know
Well,
what I would
then, yeah,
you know
go
what I'd love to see? I would love to see some kind of online fucking exam from Games Workshop, like an official you don't get paid shit to do it, but you
ahead.
can take this online exam that's like 20 questions and be like, if you pass that, you are a certified Warhammer judge, and you have to retake that once every 3 months or whenever the fuck they update it, from like a balance update perspective, right? And then that way, something like this works because there is a standard that is set. There
Yeah.
is, and guys, you've been to RTTs, you've been to events. There is zero standards for judging.
Yeah, no standards. And that makes this situation even
Yeah.
worse, right? So, like, going to and I know that the UKTC guys do have really good judges, but
Do they?
man, yeah, I'm
Is the appropriate result for one person apparently blatantly saying that they're going to cheat?
what? How would that judge
Means
know?
0-0 draw?
The judge didn't know that he said that prior to the judge coming to the table.
Sure. So give them both a loss.
But
Why are
that's
you
not
giving them
fair
both a draw?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
I think that's what the judge said when he came over and heard this fucking screaming match. I'm assuming at this point.
yeah.
Because okay, Danny, let's put you in their shoes.
Oh, God.
I do a thing.
Oh no.
Danny, you're just like, yeah, okay, I win the game because you did that. And you're like, call a judge. And so you call a judge and be like, hey man, I'm just gonna fucking lie when the judge gets here. What is your reaction to that? So what is your reaction to be told that, like, okay, I can't figure out who's telling the truth. You both just get a draw.
Well, I guess for me, I would probably go like
You would
crow it
fucking-
from every possible rooftop about this person being the
Like this
worst.
guy?
Like, yeah, this like, and talk about that experience and make sure that I could trash
would
them
see-
in every
Oh
possible
my God!
way.
Would Danny have the crying Vanguard tactics video? Would that actually be a thing?
You
that
would
we see?
I'm maybe.
Discord
I can cry on
interaction
command.
from Danny on a whole new level. It would be
Yeah.
insanity.
That's funny.
Also, follow-up question: is this actually a really smart new submarining tactic where you're guaranteed a draw?
You get a yellow. Oh, to auto get a yellow, like
You get a yellow, but you
you
get a
both
draw.
draw like
So,
a really
round
hard
one, you
opponent.
could just be like, by the way, I fucked your mom, and I'm going to lie when the judge gets here because I'm going to say you cut the deck wrong. And I'll see you like tomorrow when I'm
court.
top 16 with this draw.
Man, I guess every game needs to be streamed. Is that the end result here? Is that what's
Here's the thing.
I think we all need body cameras.
Everyone needs to have a GoPro attached to their chest.
Warhammer branded GoPros when.
Yeah.
I
Never
don't ever want to play on stream.
Yeah. Well, you're getting cheating, brother.
Why?
Well,
Really?
if I
Ever?
make a mistake, right? Because I don't play as often as I should, right?
Yeah.
And if I'm
Okay.
playing and having fun, I'm never going to win an event. And like the kind of play. So if I make a mistake or say something happened, it happened actually one time. I played a game against Phil on his channel, and I think it's still up there from like years and years ago, from back when he was up in Alaska. But I moved my hand over dice, and one of the dice turned to a 6 as I moved my hand over like 30 fucking dice. And there was a bunch of comments there about how I was dice cheating and changing faces.
God.
Right?
Really? Wow.
Right. And it was like for 1 6 out of that, I was like, oh yeah, pretty fucking lucky he was able to change that. And I'm like, brother, you've seen me move models on this channel, like on this battle report. Do you think I have the sleight of hand enough to be able to roll a single dice to the facing I want?
Yeah.
I do.
Nice.
That's how I was able to do it, by the way.
Well
But yeah, like, and especially if this is the reaction. I mean, this is an extreme event because if this is true, like big asterisk, if this is true, that guy's a fucking dick and he should be banned. Because that's just ballsy. But there's so much vitriol witch hunting. Like if you look at War Games Live, like Joe doesn't take active judging from his stream because it's such vitriolic, just anger towards everything.
I mean, all right. How about here's the John? I fucked up on stream before, and sorry, pardon my French there, but
already very sweary. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, dude, you're good. Oh no, our viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, viewers, sorry.
Like I played on Charity Hammer, and I screwed up Eldar rules very badly in like my first round match in the RTT, and like I actually won the game, but I had cheated like twice during the game, and I just conceded. And
as you're supposed to do a Charity Hammer,
you're a monster. You're a monster.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, hey, like, and I would do this at a normal game and asked if we could just swap our scores so that at least he would get a lot more points.
I like, by the way, that this episode is titled Danny the Undefended, and we've spent like 30 minutes talking about cheating in Warhammer.
I don't think I cheated this last weekend though, so
I don't think so. Oh, that's a really good segue. But let me see here. So some of these comments here, because I had to use my phone because Dickie didn't give us a link.
What? Oh,
yeah, fear. This is stupid. Most yellows are not submitting a list or some stupid shit like that. Could you imagine the paperwork it would take, by the way, to maintain a list of people who didn't submit a list on time?
The yellow list would be like huge. It would be ginormous, like every year.
This would literally be automated and part of the application. And
you automatically get a yellow for fucking up list submission. Do you watch pro sports? I do. I have season tickets to pro sports.
I'm watching the World Series right now. Yeah.
The refs get paid seriously and still fuck it up. Hard to remember every rule interaction. Right. Yep. But the difference is those refs are terrible, and judges in the Pacific Northwest are beautiful, wonderful people who are very understanding. People normally only see the stream games when I assume everyone is on best behavior. The mid tables are where the real garbage goes down. Fucking right. We've talked about this. Top tables, stream games, coolest players having the best games. Bottom tables, your hobbyists and garage hammer players having just a fun time meeting new people and seeing cool new armies. Your mid tables is everyone who is 2-1 or 2-3 who thought they were going to win the entire event.
Yeah, your list is the best until it's definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah, my Art of War generated list is the best when I don't know how to play it.
Yeah.
Then centralization of judges is more about employment law, almost certainly, and that's fair. That's why I think if you have a school level certification system, my college doesn't have to pay me more just because I got a degree from them. It just says that I'm qualified to do something. And then I was told there would not be walls of text on the show. I wish the host knew that the standard of reading comprehension of their audience is below the
I'm
Earth's
so
man.
sorry. Oh man.
Do you want to share? I rushed home tonight from parent-teacher conference. My child reading at an advanced level.
Well done, sir. You win. You win parenthood.
You've done it.
Average child, 22 words a minute at his age. He finished the 74 words before the minute was even up.
Killing it.
Bam.
It's all that Pokemon that he's playing on his.
It is. And it's so he can be a registered judge or maybe a yellow card defender
Gotta take
in
that
his
test.
later life.
Got to take that test.
Got to take the test. I do want to. We haven't checked on Patreon questions for a while. I'm going to pull these up here.
We have
because there's a couple in there. Well, at least the thing was up this morning. A picture of our old web store, which I haven't taken down. So thank you. Well, but asking Windings what dice when. I promise I'm going to learn CAD. And I'll at least have a 3D file that we can print. We have, why isn't Battlezone Ursa being played during Fat Bear Week? That was a genuine question, Danny. I think that was for you.
Why isn't Battlezone Ursa being played during Fat Bear Week?
Yeah, Battlezone Ursa, by the way, Alaska's premier event of Warhammer 40K, his biggest 40K tournament in the biggest state.
Nice.
But why isn't it played during Fat Bear Week?
What is Fat Bear Week?
No, I was going to say that's my next question. What's Fat Bear?
Buddy, Fat Bear Week. Dickie, do some Googling. It's when they try and find the fattest bear. And then
it's literally
celebrating really fat bears getting ready for hibernation.
Okay. Well,
and while he's looking that up there, explain
the thing.
Explain. You want to throw that up? There you go. See, Fat Bear Week, September 23rd to the 30th, an annual event in Alaska. And then there he is right there. Click on the National Park Service link if it still works at this time of year.
Where? What the link down here? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's a fat bear. If you're listening to the audio only version, it is.
Oh, that's such a fat bear. Look at that fat bear.
That's a fat bear.
That is. Danny, explain why John Deere Imperial Knights are more canon friendly than Imperial Knights painted up as a Space Marine chapter.
Oh, absolutely. They're more canon friendly than Knights painted up as a Space Marine chapter. Knights painted up as a Space Marine chapter barely makes sense.
Like these fucking tourists trying to change the lore.
So stupid. But Knights painted up as tractors, perfectly within the fluff. That's what they were designed to be, as these industrial workhorse machines. So it works.
God, I really want to paint up 3D printer go Burks. I don't want to spend $200 on it, but a yellow and green Imperial Knight with a combine thresher would be dope. RE, the discussion on progressing the storyline in 40K is the reason that nothing fundamentally changes. The Orakin keeps turning back time until he gets the result he wants.
I mean, that's the best answer.
Maybe that would be excellent, though.
I just imagine him trying to get the right kind of maybe his favorite candy was out of stock, and he keeps on turning back time until it's in stock, and then he looks up and
ingredients keep going extinct, so he's got to keep going back in time to save them.
And then when the perfect ingredient is there, and he finally gets his candy bar, the Cicatrix Maledictum just rips the universe in half. But he's like, "Well, fuck it, I have a Hershey's bar." Pretty good.
Love it.
That's good.
And then and then it just goes on to people complaining I don't have. Oh, this is a good one. Good friend Paul Winters.
Yep.
Shared this picture from Twitter because I got off that cesspool a year ago. Did it before it was cool. Says, I've never hated McRaggets more than I have the past 2 days. Is this the best new slur for an Ultramarine fan?
McRaggets?
McRaggets.
That's a great name.
Like
Ugh.
McCrag and maggots. Like mushed together.
I don't like it, man.
I love that. There's not enough army-based slurs in this game. We have to focus on what our opponent looks like, the kind of person they are. We need to say mean things about them behind their back. If we could just make fun of their armies, maybe we wouldn't cheat in front of judges.
It'd be nice if we had some kind of registry so we could see that stuff ahead of time, like their yellow cards and stuff.
Yeah. What did you get a yellow card for? I used a slur when describing my opponent's army. Which one? The M?
What slur?
The M word. I had to enunciate that really well. What are some other slurs for Warhammer 40k armies?
Oh, Jesus.
Like, I can't think of anything of huge effect. I like bland angels instead of blood angels. You have classic dork angels because they're dorks.
Yeah.
My Tau got called a lot of names in the past. So I'm sure.
Like one-eyed willies.
Yeah, like fish people.
They're goats. Come
They're
on.
not even fish, though.
Or fish goats. That's another one
Do
they
you
call
think
them.
anyone's modeled Tau with like billy goat beards?
But they don't
That would
often
be dope.
not have a
Yeah.
helmet.
They're just
The
like a little.
Pope has a beard.
Can they even grow a facial hair though?
That's not important right now. We're painting. We have Imperial Knights that are like dressed up as Space Marine chapters, which is the equivalent of like your older brother going to like Halloween with you dressed up in a costume.
And you can't tell me that Farsight doesn't have like the thickest neck beard.
Farsight's
under,
awesome.
under that collar, it's just
Yeah.
neck hair.
Like, thick like a forest, like
Braided neck
Robin
hair.
Williams thick, like level thick. Like
Oh yeah,
just-
very thick and bushy.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You got to be careful because that's bad for your mental health. That level of chest hair.
Jesus Christ.
I got something to lighten the mood.
That did not help. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Like, well, this. No, I'm kidding. Danny, this weekend, speaking a while ago before I got distracted, you did get to play in a GT, in Alaska's biggest GT. I think I wasn't trying to be insulting, but I was incredibly surprised that 58 people turned out for a 5-round GT in Battlezone Ursa.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. It was great.
Was there a lot of like new people? Did it get a lot of the garage players out? Like
man,
what was the mix?
So like I didn't. It's weird. I recognized more people that came from Fairbanks than I did people who are local.
Really?
Yeah. So like I played against a couple of people from the Valley, one person from Anchorage, and I think 2 people from Fairbanks.
Can I just say, by the way, before we go, like my favorite thing about being down here in Washington right now is I don't get to go to a lot of events right now because I have to do the shitty dad thing of like Saturday is for kids sports and standing in the rain. But like when I've seen people in real life, like I don't recognize them. And then they tell me who they are. Like, oh, I told you a fucker on Discord. I said very mean things to you. But yeah. It's fantastic. The internet bringing people together. But yeah, so like lots of people from Fairbanks, which is about 8 hours away from this tournament.
Yeah, about a 6.5-hour drive for sure.
Legally driving, it's about 8 hours. If you are breaking the law, yellow card, by the way, speeding to the tournament.
Oh, that does make sense that that's a yellow card.
But yeah, had a great time.
You played Necrons, right?
Yeah, I played Necrons.
Which kind of came out of left field a little bit when you said, because for the past little bit you've been like Space Marines, Dark Angels, kind of different stuff like that, and then like all of a sudden you're like Botan as well, and then now, well, I guess I was gonna say out of left field a whole new army, but no, that's just the Danny special. What made you choose Necrons for this event?
I played Necrons in like the beginning of 10th a lot. I played like the Index like build of like the reanimation build, and then it got nerfed when the codex came out, and so I started building and playing Dark Angels instead. So that's why I've been playing Dark Angels so much. But I really like playing Necrons a lot. They're one of my favorite armies to play. So I decided to play them for the event, and I felt like I was going into an okay meta. Because and I didn't think people had really seen reanimation shenanigans like the way that I was playing them in a long time. And yeah, that when that was true, I won games.
I love the specificity of that statement. I figured no one had seen this trick, and when they hadn't, I won.
Yeah.
Was there ever an instance when people had been like, "Oh, you're reanimating"?
Yeah, they're like, well, so there was a new guy who was like, I think this was like some of his first games of Warhammer
Mhm.
were at this GT. And he was playing Necrons, and he was watching my game because he was like, he was before the game, he saw I had Necrons and was asking me questions about Necrons, and like I could tell he was very new, and he was telling me about why Star Shatter was so good, and he's like, I told him what was in my list, and he's like, that doesn't seem like anything. What does that do?
That's the
And
Danny List special, though.
I'm like, oh well, it just kind of wins the game because you can't kill it fast enough, and it just uses reanimation protocols to be on objectives and not die. And he said, oh, okay, well, yeah, all my stuff does that too. I'm like, okay. He's like, all
But
right,
does it?
well, yeah. Anyway, so he's watching me play my second game after I won my first game. So I played. Do you want me to talk about my games a little bit,
Yeah,
or
dude,
like?
absolutely. Yeah, I gave you the most generic, shitty introduction to your experience.
Well, I'll make this super brief. So, like my first game was against Custodes, and my army is pretty good against him because he can't kill enough Necrons ever to like make me lose a whole unit at once. And he just like he couldn't kill my warriors. He killed them down to like 5 or 6 models, and then I brought them all back like almost immediately.
The most
And like
demoralizing thing.
it's yeah, it must be a bummer, man.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Anyway, so he's using all these tricks, but I'm using my withering fire, and I'm just making him roll a lot of armor saves because I've got all these lethal hits. The primary fire battery of my army is I've got 2 units of 10 immortals with plasmancers. So they have like crits on 5s, and then they have a stratagem in Awakened Legion or Awakened Dynasty, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
to reroll misses.
Oh, we're naming and shaming
So
here.
crit 5s on lethals, like with full rerolls when you hit on 2s, and then they get to reroll wounds at AP 2 and 1 damage is actually pretty good. A lot
Mhm.
of times I would get 15 or 16 wounds on targets I was shooting at. Anyway, so then he just couldn't keep up, and I managed to kind of strangle out objectives from him, and he couldn't quite keep up with my scoring. So I won that game pretty handily. I think it was like
Oh,
97 to 59. Oh, do you have it up?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
find it. You just there's like a lot more than.
If only
12
there was a
things.
search function at the top.
Oh, shut up with your stupid face and ideas.
I mean, I love seeing that guy Eric Rickards. He won. That's a low 55-point game. Like I don't know much of what he does, but
He's a
91,
newcomer, John.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who he is. Kind of a dark horse. Well,
91,
he's
59. Danny, that is
quite the win.
that's a win, brother.
Do you think the Custo player would have done better if he just rolled more force? That's what I generally find with Custody losses is they didn't roll enough force.
I think he needed more attacks.
no, I would say he did fairly well on 4s. I think he was rolling probably 60 to 65%.
Yeah.
Like it was well enough above average. I did a lot of damage to his army, and he saved a lot of it. So
Yeah, that's like just as annoying as reanimation. I do not like custodies. For
oh,
that
I
reason.
get that.
Yeah.
So then round
2.
2, I played against
Gunther.
Chaos Space Marines.
Your
It
friends.
was the
Sure.
Warp Forged army. So it was like 3 Forge Fiends, 2 Warp Smiths. It had a couple of the what are they called? Mauler Fiends, a Vindicator. I mean, it was so many vehicles, and there was a lot of rerolls because one of the warp smiths had the full rerolls of the vehicles within like 3 inches of him.
Can I make a guess of what happened in this game based on the score?
Yeah, sure.
Did he split fire and not focus on single units?
No.
No. Okay. Then I'm wrong. That's okay though.
So here's what happened. This game was a game where I was able to use terrain and reanimation protocols to basically hide off of an objective, but then at the start of like he would kill me down and I was able to just like reanimate
you rezzed on the objective,
corner,
you animal.
Yeah, into the center, and it kept happening.
I got something for this.
Anyway, but yeah, I was actually able to kill almost all of the vehicles in this game just with lethal hits, and like the Nightbringer did so much work.
Yeah.
That list also kills itself really well. So it's
he only failed a couple of his tests. Man, those Forge Fiends with the upgrades hit so hard. I did a couple of sick gambits in this game. At one point, I charged 2 Scorpec destroyers into 2 Forge Fiends, the Warpsmith, and a Hellbrute. So all of the swings from everything. I tried to assassinate this Warpsmith because he's the guy who gives the full rerolls, right? Like, got to get rid of this model. And so he rolls. I don't kill him. I do 1 wound and 1 dev wound to him. So he's got to make a 4+ save, and he makes it to live. And then the Hellbrute kills 1, and one of the Forge Fiends do 1 wound, which is 2 damage on their close combat attacks for some reason. And then finally, the Warpsmith misses all of his attacks, and so I have one Scorpec that's holding 2 Forge Fiends and this Warpsmith in combat to start a turn, so he got like -1 to hit on all these guys already, which is countering out like the Warpsmith benefit. It was very good for me. It felt very good.
That's very cool. That's good clutch. Also, if you're Gunther, I'm imagining you're screaming inside and trying to find the yellow card list to see if there's a way to end this game.
That list, honestly, we tested it a lot in Team Canada, and we found that it actually kills itself faster than than the opponent kills it, because it's everything's worse. Like your leadership check's worse, and you have to take more damage, and it's just and also like all your Forge Fiends can kill themselves with just rolling 1s because like you want to
just don't roll once. Like what the fuck is Team Canada doing?
But it's a fun as hell list though. Like some of the jank that you can pull off, like running through walls, and like it's super cool list.
Is it kind of like when it works, it really works, but it doesn't really work all that often?
It shoots really hard because you can give your army basically +1 to wound on all its weapons, and then in combat
+2 strength
and +2 strength. And if he had Vashnor, I don't know if he had Vashnor in it, but Vashnor gives him a lot more buffs. It's a really cool list concept. I think it's just not there yet. Maybe it needs more models. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to unlock it. I don't know.
So this is a fairly popular like Chaos Space Marine list, right?
I've seen it like a lot at events. People love to see it, like love to play it because it is a lot of fun. Like it's just big stompy monsters.
Gunther said he wanted to play Dark Mechanicus, and that's kind of how he was like.
Hey man, that's literally the right call.
Like remember Danny LVO one year I took like nothing but demon engines because it is a fun visually, it looks amazing. You just have to be able to play around the downsides. But another Danny win.
Another Danny win.
Let's round out Saturday
All right. Well, so then I play a good friend, Fairbanks resident Jeff Rowe. So this game can be summed up pretty quickly, actually. So what happened and why I lost this game?
Mhm.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
I got
sorry.
first turn. I advanced myself using my Necron's ability to move, shoot, and then move again.
Yeah.
To put a warrior brick like basically in the middle of the table. And I'm sorry, I'm wrong. The Black Templars went first. He advanced. He has a big Crusader squad with Hellbrick, which I'm very scared of. Because
Sure.
if he gets to fight with that entire unit against like my warrior unit, they'll kill them in one activation.
Yeah.
And I can't have that. So what I do is he piles them all into this building, and I wrap warriors who are less than 1 inch outside of the wall all the way around the sides of the building, so that he can't, if he charges, he can go like one edge or the other, but
Mhm.
there's almost no way that he's going to get to fight with the entire unit that he has
Right.
Now, Danny,
against my warriors.
I did notice you used a very specific word in there that there was almost no way.
Yeah. So what happened and why I let him just kill me instead was I got greedy and I charged a unit of Scorpex um against one of his repulsor executioners. Now, I didn't roll a charge that was high enough to get outside of 6 inches of this big Crusader blob, and so they were able to heroically intervene into my Scorpex, and kill the Scorpex, and also fight a round of combat with the warriors with a significant amount of their unit. Before I was ready for them to fight them, I was hoping to have basically I get a free reanimation on my turn, so there's a good chance for me to actually be able to survive the initial hit, reanimate enough guys, and then reanimate more and be at full strength again. And the way that kind of ordering, like after it happened, I'm like, Jeff, you're a wonderful man, but like that just lost me the game. And like and this is like turn one. He's like, oh come on, nah. I'm like, believe me, I played this army enough. I know exactly when I lost this game, and it's right now.
Is
He's like,
there
okay, I guess we'll see. And then like it cascaded that way. I tried to pull a bunch of points back, and I think I scored kind of decently on points in this
Like,
game.
Yeah,
for
61.
someone saying like round one, like you lost, like 61 is a really good score. Cause I know when I look at Port State turn one and I'm able to like, oh yeah, I don't have this. It's not a 61-point game.
So yeah, I was happy with this result.
What were
Um,
I know we're speeding through here, but like what were some of the things that scored you big? Like what are some, because I think that's a super important skill. It's like even when you know you're losing, like maximizing the points that you get. So like what did you do to get 61?
I worked my butt off for secondaries,
Mm.
and I really was able to score a lot of points with those. My army is still good at that. And I by the end of the game, I was able to do stuff like I call the horde killed that big unit of Black Templars.
Oh yeah.
So I killed all of them. God, what an annoying unit! But the
You got the
immortals can do
moral victory.
so much damage to them if they don't have cover.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of times where he did, and that was
You
that
know,
was there was
Did
a
he
lot of
give up
damage.
Max Cull and
for
on
those big bricks, yeah.
well, how
Well,
many?
just the one. He only had one.
Oh,
He only had one brick, so it was better for me to play tactical.
Yeah, makes
I
sense.
know when I was a Slaanesh last year, I went up against a Black Templar player who had 2 giant bricks. And
Yeah.
fucking obnoxious, and I hated the whole experience. And it's just like, yeah, you win, or like, yeah, whatever happens, but like it's such a slog to get through all of them.
Yeah.
You don't think it will be, but it
Yep.
is.
It really is. And like I keep looking at Space Wolves as
Can I
being a unit
can I
in
say,
another army that you can bring 20-man units of Space Marines, and there's like something there
can I say something,
that I
Danny?
need to play with.
Don't say anything.
I,
What?
can I say that I think that you would have a great time with Black Templars?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I just like look, and I'm 0-2 against this Black Templar book. It's a good book, and they're very efficient for what they do.
It's a good book. They're efficient, but also there's a lot of annoying, shitty tricks you can pull to irritate people. And like, if I know anything about a Danny army, it thrives on annoying, shitty tricks.
I think if I were going to play Black Templars, I'd want them to be Dark Angels, but pretending to be Black Templars.
Well, like how my Blood Angels are going to be Ultramarines in a month. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you went home.
Game 3.
You went home. Or you went to I'm assuming a bar with Fairbanks people.
No, that was Sunday.
Oh, fantastic. Spoiler.
This night I just went home and went to sleep. I got a good night's sleep.
Oh,
I got a text from my opponent.
Yeah, you like that? I didn't want to
at night. At night, my opponent Tommy at night saying, "Hey, we're playing tomorrow. I hope you're ready." And I gave him a thumbs up emoji. Because I was ready to rumble.
The most passive-aggressive way to let him know.
The most passive-aggressive millennial text message is a thumbs up reaction to it.
Right, Danny, I did hide the results. I hid the results, Danny. So
don't even have a drum roll.
Yeah, we can really let this one fly.
I sort of knew what he was playing because he's been playing the same kind of Ultramarines list for a while. It's kind of a mechanized Ultramarines list with Gilliman. He's playing Gladius.
Yep.
And so when I saw his list, I felt pretty confident. He also felt confident because he'd been practicing knowing what my list did the whole time, the whole night before, reading all my rules and everything. So he pretty much knew my list better than me. Anyway, he thought that his one of his tanks was going to kill the Gladiator Reaper, was going to kill my whole 20-man unit in one go. And I said, yeah, I don't believe you. And so what happened is I got first turn and I shoved them in the middle of the table and said, okay, I'm going to be on 2 different objectives, 2 no man's land objectives. Good luck. And he tried, but he did the wrong thing and he thought he was going to get a kill on one side that was easy.
Oh no.
And he not.
Second oath that.
Yep. So he second oath the warriors instead.
That's a bad.
And so what he did, and it was a very clever trick. I put 3 Scorpec destroyers on an objective. And he drove an ATV up, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill these guys." And I'm thinking, okay, good luck, man. Like, yeah, okay, you'll kill two melta-guns. He's like, okay, grenade, and I'm like, oh, grenade. I forgot about grenade. That's really clever. And it almost worked, but he rolled 2 wounds on the grenade. And then he did melta shots, and I saved one on 6s, so he killed the 1 wound guy, and that was it. And so then he had nothing else to deal with that unit, and so my warriors lived, and I held the objective, the middle of objective the entire game. And he tried to score points and things like that, but I was really able to shut him down, and I kind of choked him out of points, and just won the game, completing objectives.
Oh, no shit. The ATV does have the grenades keyword. What the hell?
Right? I was surprised.
Like, to me, I'm like, wait a second. The ATV doesn't have the grenade. Is this a yellow card situation?
Do the Outriders have it then too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Outriders have them too.
Really
is there, and this is for both of you guys here, is there a game that you guys go more confidently into than round 4 on a Sunday morning? Like, to me, that is like when I'm peak arrogance, peak confidence, because I've looked at your list.
He's coming off a loss, so
like I've looked at your list. I have time to look up what everything does. I can think, like, spend a couple of hours thinking about how I can counter things. I mean, Danny, I know he's just gonna show up and like, fuck it, we ball. But Dickie, like,
I think what I tend to do is it's the dinner chat, right? Like, okay, someone talk to me.
Dinner chat.
Someone tell me what this does is the usually the first question I ask, and then you get the info.
Can I say, Danny, that's the one thing I miss hugely about Alaska is the lunchtime chats when you're like, okay, I'm paired into this guy. What's he do? And you're like, okay, this, and this, but you end up sharing so much information that it all just washes over. At least in my case.
No, it's very effective. It's a very effective way to like communicate good information like that.
If you pay attention.
I missed it, man. Like, okay, so I ate lunch with John Miller on day one, which was nice because he was playing. So he was like one of the only guys I recognized.
He doesn't even play 40K anymore. Really?
Well, he does. He's been playing a little.
Okay, well, good. That's good.
So anyway,
no shit.
Okay, so game 5. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah. Sorry,
we didn't do a lunch break on day 2 of Ursa. We started at 9 a.m. and played until like 2.
Whoa, hold up.
We were
done. I know we got to clean up
Hungry
the hall, but yeah.
Hungry Danny right there.
Oh, so I just saw that Raiders have the grenade keyword, and now I'm much more interested in them.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a game. So Doug is a guy who actually asked me for a practice game the other week. We played. I ended up winning the practice game, but
you fool. But at what cost?
Then you told him how to beat you.
Anyways, we've been kind of joking around the whole event, like we don't want to play each other until the end of the event, and so naturally, like who do we end up playing? Yeah. So which was cool. Anyway, so Doug, I should mention previously, my Jeff, my guy I lost to on day 2, placed 4th place, I think, overall.
Okay.
Anyway, so played Doug. He's playing World Eaters. I think I know how to play against this army. I think I'm making the right choices. But then I do the world's stupidest thing possible. And Doug immediately capitalizes on my mistake and wins the game. So let me explain.
Okay.
I have the way that my army works is this reanimation battery that lives on my backfield, which is a canoptic reanimator and my Ghost Ark. And so those 2 units sit in a triangle with a 3rd unit, which is the Chronomancer from my warrior blob, who sits on the back objective out of line of sight of hopefully everything, so he can't be precisioned out. And in a line that leads all 20 warriors into the middle of the table, maybe onto 1 or 2 objectives because there's 20 of them and they can be like everywhere like ants.
And then no matter what happens, you can continually reanimate that unit back in to kind of keep scoring, right?
And keep staying within the 3-inch reanimator bubble that I have now. Anyway, so what I do is I leave a hole in my backfield, and so now he's deep struck in 3 exalted 8-bound rapid ingress.
Nice.
And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to deal with these on my turn. And then on his turn, he deep strikes a demon prince. And so he doesn't end up. So I end up dealing with the exalted 8-bound eventually, but not after they've killed my canoptic reanimator, which is a big blow to the way my army works. And then also, they end up killing my Ghost Ark as well before I'm able to kill them with Caesaris in close combat. But his demon prince is just back there, like scoring points using like all the action stuff. As well as like he gets behind enemy lines for both of those units. He gets a bunch of stuff. So he's scoring like 1 million points because of that, and also hampering my reanimation efforts. In addition to that happening, I lose the middle of the table quite suddenly when he has lethal and sustained hits on his unit of 6 exalted 8-bound with the Wrathmonger. And he proceeds to roll out of like the 20 attacks or whatever that these guys have, he proceeds to roll like 11 6s to hit.
Oh god, yellow card.
He's hitting these guys on 4s and with no rerolls. I'm so angry. I see it happen. I'm like, oh no. Well, that's definitely game then, because like that instantly disintegrates the warrior unit, because that basically doubles the amount of hits that you have likely. He did 25 wounds to my unit. So
Ooh-wee.
Painful.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm just gonna die then, because I can't make that many saves. It kills like everything, which is a big blow up of score. And so he managed to score a ton of points, and I'm kind of barely clinging on, trying to score and deny as many points as I can to him, but it doesn't work, and he ends up with 100. So I'm playing this game on table 2.
Yeah.
So I am like in I'm like in 4th place ostensibly at this point in time.
Mhm.
Doug is 3-0. This actually catapults him above the winner of game 1, who's Cameron. Cameron, a great friend of mine.
Good guy.
And so he ends up oh, sorry, looks like Jeff was in 5th. My 3rd round opponent.
What a bitch.
So it catapults him up to Doug, so Doug wins the event. So there's 2 people who were undefeated at this tournament.
Did he split price support with you because you helped him win?
He actually sold his prize support immediately upon getting it. So the grand prize for this was of entry into the 40K tournament at Adepticon.
Oh, it was like, should they go to Golden Ticket? But no, Adepticon. Okay.
No, and yeah, so they agreed to do that, and Doug was like, "Yeah, no thanks," which I get to a degree.
Well, you get to agree because, like, well done, you won this really hard GT against 57 other really good players. Please give me $5,000 hotel and airfare.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't say that Adepticon either is like a premier. It's not the premier 40K event.
No.
If you're playing the
Anyway,
team.
so I go 3-2. My games that I lost to are 1st place and 5th place, so I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, man.
And I end up in 10th overall.
Honestly, with a 3-2 record over 58, like your losses were really high scoring and your wins were still pretty high scoring too.
Now, there is some controversy.
Oh,
you want me to tell you about the
I love
controversy?
it. Please tell me the controversy.
The only thing I want
Here's
we
some
should have started with
controversy.
the controversy.
So, game 4, table 2, didn't Doug, the guy who won the event, his opponent did not show up. Until 40 minutes after. And so Doug was given a win with and he deserves a win, like 100%, with an average number of points for the event. His opponent was given a loss with the average loss points of the round.
That is such a weird way to do it.
Why
yeah, so Doug, who was there, got a win with the average win points of the round. So the average winner points for the entire round, like of round 4, that's what his win counted as.
So the 74.
So if Cameron scored lower, then he could have fucked with Doug's score.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But then the other guy got a loss with the average loss points, went on to win his game 5.
Did he beat you?
He beat me for best Necron player.
Oh, that's so weird.
That's so yellow card.
I like that his team name's
I don't know.
Good, though. That's perfect.
Yeah. Look, I don't know about giving somebody an average loser points for not playing the fucking game. Like, that seems
how do you
weird
think
to
I'm
me.
going to come
You
in?
Get a 0.
That's how I'm going to. That's the new submarine.
That's crazy. Dude.
But I'm just being salty. He still won 4 games, so.
ALP, average loser points. It's the new way to submarine. It's the coolest thing. But yeah, that was really good to see. Anyway, what a fantastic weekend. And like you said, you went 3-2, and I'm like, oh shit. But then like looking at those games and those scores, like the fact you're able to score. I mean, let's be honest, you didn't score 69, so it wasn't a perfect score. But,
yeah, you're correct. I tried though.
There's a lot of good stuff in there.
You know, and like another thing here too, both the armies that I played against were fast assault armies. Like an infantry heavy assault armies, I would say.
Yeah. I will say,
and I think that's probably a bad matchup for me most of the time.
That's what I generally struggle into as well, is fast assault armies.
So like I have some good deterrence in my list now with the Nightbringer. But he's going to be less good soon, probably, with the new model coming out and on being on a much larger base.
The important thing is Alex Nanas finished below you. Person who we first met as a child and makes me feel old every time I see him.
Dude, yeah. When we used to play, when he was a kid, he would shit talk me when we would
like. Here's the deal, Dickie. Like, this is a guy who Danny and I literally played with his dad, and he started taking his kid along to the games. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And now he's at the point where he just kicks our fucking asses at 40K.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
It's not cute anymore.
But he made a mistake. He brought Votan, and that is a mistake I didn't make.
The mistake is no one unlocked the Votan list yet.
Yeah.
Because they're not good, Dickie. I don't think it's a good army.
Well,
No. Oh, they're 11th out of 58. How bad can they be? But that's a discussion for another time, guys. That was
piloted by a great player.
That was the easiest hour I've had to fill in a long ass time. And I want to thank you guys for coming along with this crazy ride of yelling about yellow cards. Maybe that's what Mob Rules is now. Maybe we just find one really snap judgment post on competitive 40K and point out why it's a really stupid opinion.
Well, we'll have content for years then.
Anything you guys want to touch on before we head out?
No, I'm good, man.
Cool. I'm excited. I set up all my black books on my little bookcase that I set up this weekend. And someone looked at it, was like, oh, is that all the Horus Heresy books? I'm like, first edition, all black, 1 through 9 Horus Heresy books. And he was like, I'll give you $5. And I'm like, nope.
$5.
Oh, do you know what I did do this week?
Nice.
No,
nice. Yeah.
Not this week. That's a whole that's a trip across an ocean. There's a lot of planning involved in that, John.
Mm-hmm.
What I did is I primed my AOS Chaos Dwarf box.
Oh yeah, that's a nice box.
Paint them up. Yeah,
I love. If I had a Chaos army anymore, I would probably use the Golem as the Hellbrute because that model is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
So is this going to be an AOS Chaos Dwarf army, or is this going to?
This will be an AOS Chaos Dwarf army, and once I get done building this Vanguard box, I'm going to work on some vampire accounts for Old World.
Oh,
well, Dickie, I'm back set up and tidied. So next week, hopefully, we're going to be working on some Space Marine stuff.
I'll be working on Kroot Rampagers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Danny, always welcome to come along so I can make fun of your mother.
I know. I gotta get my butt on with you guys.
Like, if you could just I know it's called Only Hands when we do the hobby stream, but if the camera could just be like butt crack, I think that would be very funny.
Oh, that would
be
really funny.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even have to be yours. We could just say it was yours.
I can just make a wallpaper.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Just feel like Casey, say here. Why? Never mind. That's as good a plan as any to leave it before Danny's wife never lets me talk to her husband again. Dickie and I, Danny, will probably be back next week for some Only Hands. We're going to build some stuff. I will be building a Primaris Librarian and the brand new Warhammer Day Space Marine Captain. Very excited to get him through.
Nice.
Guys, this was a great discussion. I love it. We have so many new bits. We have just give me a yellow card or yellow cleared registry. Dickie.
Yeah.
That's our background for the next episode. Okay. I need that cardboard background with a shitty drawn logo.
Yep.
I also need a list of yellow card infractions that we slowly add to it over time.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. It's in my head. I think we can make it work. Yeah.
So
and if you can make these computer animated.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
Last thing I will say, go see Tron Ares. It's fucking amazing. I love it. It's so good. So good. And people were like, Jared Leto's a shitty actor. I'm like, oh yeah, he acts like he's not human. Man, that really sucks in a Tron movie when he's a program. Go see it or don't, because I want to see it in digital much quicker. But on that completely unrelated note, moving Danny's winning record out of the way, moving a centralized database of Warhammer offenders on a map out of the way, For Mob Rules, I've been John.
I'm a Danny.
I'm a Dickie.
And we'll talk to you soonish. You in particular.